Justo is somebody that chooses to focus on the good, the intention, and optimism of the world.
Word.
I remember one time, like, I was trying to go to this house party that everybody was going to, and my mom drove me there, mind you. She drove me there. And when I was about to get out, she goes, Just, now do you think this is a party that a young Christian man like you should be going to? And look, my young ass, I was like, let's just go home, mom. Like this, like she made me feel bad convicted, you know. It was like that type of like, you know. My parents, they old school, so you know everything was like, you know, speak up when people are talking to you, look people in the eye, you know, tell them thank you, or like when I was in church, my mom always gonna say, um, did, did you say hi to Mother Hill? And I'm like, go turn around and say hi to Mother Hill. How you doing, Mother Hill? You know, like that type of shit, you know. So I can tell she wanted to raise her kids to be friendly. You know, she's always telling me, the Bible say if you want friends, be friendly, or show yourself friendly. So like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a social ass person. You know, like that's what everyone. Oh, just so you know everybody. I'm like, I don't know. I just talk too much. This shit. You don't even know what this is, do you? This is a Talk Boy from Home Alone 2.
Oh my
Remember
God.
when he had this shit?
No.
What?
I don't remember that movie like that. I mean, I know the movie.
You need to go back and reclaim your childhood, bro.
Listen, man.
This was like one of my first, like, well, maybe not this exact one, but I had a tape player, and so like I knew you could record yourself on the tape player and shit. So like I used to, when I was a kid, I used to be recording myself, like, you know, mostly rapping though. I wasn't singing like just yet, or I wasn't recording myself singing. When I first figured that like I really might be good at singing, I would like only sing at home when nobody was home. Like when I'd wait till everybody was gone. I would sing in my room and everything, and I was a big like pop fan, and I would record myself every once in a while trying to sing these songs on tape and everything. And so then later on, as I got older, I was really obsessed with the Neptunes. Like I still am, still to this day. Like the Neptunes are probably the reason why I started even making my own music. You know, at first it was just like, oh, you know, I want to rap or I want to sing type thing, but like actually creating my own music type thing, like the Neptunes, yo. And so like I was making a lot of beats, you know, on this two track Casio keyboard I had, you know, and then I will make a beat on there and I will record my voice on this. I probably didn't really actually start taking music serious. Like, well, I was taking it serious, but like, I decided that like, yo, I really want to do this. It was of course like when I went to college, and I became a music major there. I went to Chowan University. From there, that's when I like got my first start in just like actually singing in front of people, because I did not want to sing in front of nobody before I went to school. But when I went away to college, that's when I knew I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to like sing in front of people, and I had to audition for the music department. And yeah, I was nervous as fuck, yo. That was my first time like singing in front of, like actually having to sing in front of people, you know, type shit. And I printed out "Ribbon in the Sky" by Stevie Wonder, and yeah, and mind you, we were supposed to send it in beforehand, and I didn't. So she was playing that shit on the spot. And yeah, she was like flowing with that shit. Like she was able to read every single note. Like I'll never forget. I forgot her name, but like this little white lady just ding, 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 ding. Like she was just going in and reading it. She had never played that song ever in her life and just reading it. Right. Anyway, going there. I guess, you know, I did a good enough job. I got in the music department there. Then like throughout college, it was my first time recording myself singing. And I was in this group in college called RGX, Renaissance Gang X, and it was like I was the Drake of the group. I was the rapper and the singer. and yeah, shout outs to Leak, Capri, Rel, Herc. I worked with another cat out there named Quest. He introduced me to my first samples, like actually sampling the shit. And so like from that's when I came out with my first. He had a track that he made, and really wanted to write to it. And so with that track, I came out with like my first little like mixtape EP. Towards leaving college, and then when I dropped out, I made another one. From there is where the track Dancing came to be, and Dancing is probably like that song is probably like the biggest song, at least viral wise, that like I probably made. Like Afropunk posted that shit, and Solange's website, St. Heron, posted it. It was getting around type shit. So then for a while after that, I was doing a substitute teaching thing in VA. Substitute teaching and making music and shit. So like, that was like, and when I moved up here, not even like trying to like flex on them, but it was surreal to me. Like, motherfuckers was like, yo, you just started make dancing? And I'm like, yo, yeah, don't do that, yo. But like that shit was real. I ain't gonna lie. I would have never thought. At least that point in my life, I would have never thought that like a motherfucker know me from that song. Like damn. So yeah. The anxieties of being an artist are like, oh damn, I'm not doing enough. Oh damn, I see so and so they open it for so and so. Damn, all right, I gotta get on my shit. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like a good thing. It can be a good thing and a bad thing, like, put you on your A game, but also like, you just really cannot compare. I know it sounds cliche, but you cannot compare your career to like anybody else's, because like literally, you're just on a different path, yo. Everybody has their own path, and your season is going to be different from another person's season. By the time, they might be still in their season, or their season might have, died down, and then it might be your turn, or both of y'all, Being an artist out here I feel like, if anything, it was good for me because, back home, it's like, you might be one of the most, like, talented motherfuckers. Not saying I was back at home, but, like, people, at the same time, people had a lot of, respect for, the work I did and everything. And then when you get up here, it's like, oh shit, these motherfuckers is good too. So that should keep you on your A game. So I appreciate it. That's what I appreciate about, living in New York. It's mad talent out here. A homie of mine named Kendall, he's a model. And he's signed to an agency called St. Clair Models. And from like hanging out with him, I met his agent DeMonte, and he's the dude who owns St. Clair Models. And so from there, I started like, say hi through it. They had a fashion show at that joint, and Kate Quan was like, hey yo, you trying to walk in this fashion show? And I was like, yeah, alright, yeah, I'm coming there anyway tonight, so yeah, I'll go. And so yeah, went there, met this full space like in a brief, 30 seconds. So shit, I just put on the clothes, and then after that, we did the show, and then I kept on seeing this full space off the random. And I definitely will say, from being around space, definitely like widen my range for at least when it comes to like definitely like pattern and one of the main things I learned from space was definitely probably like shape when it comes to like the clothes you wear. It's like one thing you got the shit look dope, but like how
how is the shaping of the actual clothes like type shit, you know. But for the most part though, I mean, fashion has just always been like a side thing, you know. It's like it's the icing on the cake, I guess, to the artistry. The thing like, all right, I make music, but you know, and they go, okay, he can dress his ass off a little bit too. So, but I mean, for real, a lot of times my shit I just be inspired by like movies. Like I look at a movie and people are like, yo, you see that one scene? And I'm like, yeah, that shit was dope, but did you see his jacket though? Like, and if anything, I love costume pieces. Like how, you know, Earth, Wind and Fire, when they went on stage, like, you know, they was obviously there to perform some shit because like they had like full blown costume pieces on type shit. So, and then of course once again from hanging around this nigga, I love flashy shit. Like I love like, yeah, space and shit. Like I'm not exaggerating when I say I get whatever I want and when I wear over his stuff. I get whatever, whoever, and I get in any event I want. I'm not even capping either.